In a small village nestled between rolling hills lived two men named Peter and John. Peter, with his grand house and overflowing barn, was the richest man in the village. John, who lived in a tiny cottage on the edge of the woods, was poor. Despite their differences, they shared a love for their village and its people. Peter, with his booming laugh and generous spirit, was always willing to lend a helping hand. John, known for his kind heart and gentle smile, was always ready to share what little he had. Winter arrived, blanketing the village in a thick layer of snow. The wind howled fiercely, rattling the windows and chilling everything in its path. John huddled inside his cottage, his heart heavy with worry. The last of his firewood had dwindled to embers. He pulled his thin blanket tighter, trying to ward off the biting cold. "How will I survive the night?" he wondered, his breath misting in the frigid air. Meanwhile, Peter sat by his roaring fireplace, a book in his hand. He glanced out the window and noticed the smoke was no longer rising from John's chimney. Concern creased his brow. He knew John struggled to make ends meet, especially during the harsh winter months. Without a second thought, Peter bundled himself in a thick coat and trudged through the snow towards John's cottage. Peter found John shivering by his cold hearth. With a smile, he unloaded an armful of firewood onto the floor. "Let's get a fire going, my friend," he boomed, his voice full of warmth. John's heart swelled with gratitude. He thanked Peter profusely. The next morning, John delivered a basket of freshly baked bread and jams to Peter's doorstep. It was a small token of appreciation, made with the finest ingredients he could spare. The story of Peter and John became a tale told and retold throughout the village. It served as a constant reminder that true wealth wasn't measured in possessions, but in kindness and compassion. The villagers learned that even the smallest act of generosity could have a ripple effect, creating a warmer and more loving community. And so they lived, rich and poor alike, with open hearts and helping hands, proving that true wealth lies in the bonds of friendship and the spirit of giving.